Mark's best friend of many years. For those of you that do know me, you know that public speaking is probably my biggest fear in the entire world. So if you're all looking for the speech of the night, I assure you, I'm not your guy. Mark first asked me if I would be his best man. I'll be honest, the first thing that popped in my head was, how the hell am I going to write a speech? So I did what most people do nowadays when they're looking for information. I went to the internet, YouTube specifically. Saw some pretty good videos there. Then I realized I was supposed to be looking for best man speech ideas. So I decided to outside the idea and write it myself. Known Mark since grade 1. Surprisingly enough, his looks haven't changed much since grade 2. He had a beard by grade 6, and I swear I remember some teachers mistaking him for some students' parents on occasion. Anyway, we went on to high school where Mark left for a couple years to go to a preppy school in Ancaster. He smartened up after a couple years and came to Ancaster High where all the cool kids were. As soon as Mark arrived at Ancaster High, pretty well spent most of our time up to no good with all of our trucks. One good memory of high school was our last day of grade 12. We spent pretty well the whole day doing burnouts all around the school. Mark was responsible for probably 80% of the burnouts of the day, but we all participated anyway. At the end of the day, we were all standing out front of the school discussing how awesome our burnouts were when the principal came out to give Mark hell. Thought to myself, this is an injustice. Oh, wow. Mark should not be, the only one getting in trouble when we all were doing it. So I did what any good friend would do. I got in my truck, backed up right in front of the principal, and let the rear tires burn. In hopes that somewhat of his attention would divert away from Mark. Turns out, things don't always work out that way. And he still ended up getting in quite a bit of trouble. But the moral of the story is, I do anything for you, buddy. Still find it hard to believe that after all these years of knowing you, of standing up here on your wedding night, telling stories about just a few of the memories we've had over the years. Remember when you first told me you were dating this girl named Kelsey from Stratford? I said to Mark, are you crazy for driving that all the way for a girl? He assured me she was well worth the drive. Then I met her and thought, she's alright again. just joking, boss. In all honesty, I've never seen Mark as happy as he's been since he's been with you. And it's for good reason. You're an amazing girl, and I'm sure you're going to make an even better wife. I wish you many years of happiness. You're perfect for each other, and I love you both.